voice, so I know it's really exciting for him to come home here today, and he's going to come up and say a few words. So thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Peter Carlos. I am an employee of the AT&T Premier Client Group, and like you, I'm an alumni of Lincoln Art School, and Highland Park is my hometown, so I'm really happy to be here today. We've like you, have lived through a lot, and I want to tell you a story about how, out of the pain of October 29th, good things can happen. 2 weeks after the storm, my son Andrew, who goes to a school in a different school district, was talking to his teachers on his first day back. And what he did was he drew a picture. And on the picture, he drew a picture of a house. And the house had black windows. And there was water outside the house, and there was cars washing away. And Andrew, who's 6 years old, said on the piece of paper, "I am sad." The reason why he said he was sad, his teachers asked him, was because his favorite Star Wars book was in my car, which was washed away that day. Right away, the teacher, without thinking, went on Amazon.com, ordered the book, and gave it to him the next day. And that's the dedication that teachers have for their students. That's the kind of dedication that you guys have from your faculty here. So I'd like to give a round of applause for all your teachers. The story gets better because I was so touched by what his teacher did. I went on Facebook. A couple of you teachers here are my Facebook friends. I'm on there a lot, and I write some pretty goofy stuff sometimes. But a lot of times I share what I'm feeling. So I shared my appreciation for what this teacher did for my son. And before I knew it, about a week or so later, I get a phone call from a friend of mine, Jackie Grandy, who now lives in East Hampton and also came to the school district. And she put together a book drive based upon that Facebook post. So last month, the East Hampton School District came out here and they donated a bunch of books and supplies and things that were needed. So that was fantastic. And I said, well, she can't undo me. I gotta do something else. So I went to the management and Joe Reardon specifically, and I told them about the need here in Highland Park. And from that, this event has come forward. What I want you guys to take from this is this. Two things you should learn, because we're in school, we should learn something. First thing you should learn is the fact that if something is bothering you and we're all going through a lot, share it with somebody, okay? This isn't over yet. Like you guys, I was without heat last week, we're going through this every day. And if something is making you sad, tell someone. But more importantly, and for those of you that are in 8th grade, 7th grade, you're starting to get on Facebook and Twitter and things like that, you can make a difference today. You can use that voice that you have and change the world. Because from that one posting that I did, people from as far east as East Hampton, as far north as Boston, as far south as Jersey, all came together and donated money for Highland Park schools. So just remember that you can make a difference using technology, and those are the types of things that we can do today. So keep that in mind. Now I'm going to introduce a man who is really the local boy done good as far as New York is concerned. Okay, and he's the reason why we're all here today. Grew up in Brooklyn, New York. 1976, he came up for the New York Mets. Are there any Met fans here? Okay, local fans don't have any chance. Trust me, I'm a local fan too. Okay? From 1976 to 1982, this guy was what David Wright is to the Mets today and what Derek Jeter is to the Yankees today. He was the man. In 1979, he had the game-time hit in and the game-winning game. The game-time walk and game-winning game. No, game-time home run in 1979 All-Star game, game-winning hit, game-winning RBI. He was traded to the Toronto Blue Jays in '82, and then he was traded to the New York Yankees. Any Yankee fans in the house? He was traded. for Bucky Dent. Now, his career doesn't end there because he goes back to the New York Mets in 1986, and he wins a World Series with the New York Mets. So let's hear from you Met fans. Okay, all right. Now, fast forward his career, he gets into coaching. He is a coach for the New York Yankees in 2000 and wins a World Series ring with the New York Yankees as a coach when they beat the New York Mets. So let's hear from the Yankee fans.